So, what does it mean if somebody tells you nothing? If somebody has a way to just say negative things towards you when you walk over to them, what does that mean in terms of hatred, in terms of psychology, in terms of you needing to see a therapist? What does it mean if you walk over to someone with no harmful intent and you just walk over, you don't even say anything, and they're telling you instantaneously to either shut up or something along the lines, or why are you talking so stupid? What does that mean besides that they hate you so much and they talk behind your back? What else could it mean if somebody is not there on this planet and they live inside a capsule where they're infuriated by the idea that you're alive, that they hate you so much that all the concepts of psychology just aren't enough for you to understand that somebody is telling you to shut up as soon as they as soon as you say something, they can't stand hearing your voice. But did they ever think about how much you can't stand their vibe after they treat you this way? Have they never heard of the story about if you kick a dog too many times, the dog turns wild and crazy and turns against you and becomes a vicious animal? Are they not familiar with the story about? Somebody once told me a story that's supposed to be the story is supposed to be a positive story. All stories are supposed to be positive. They're not meant to be negative. But if you're speaking to a narcissist, you will notice that all their stories are negative and designed to brainwash you. Okay, someone once told me a story, and it went like this. They were trying to use the story of Johnny Appleseed against me, and they didn't say anything. Narcissists never have any ideology. They just talk nonsense. So this person just started saying to me, you know, a story about Johnny Appleseed, and trying to make the story write itself without even poisoning a story, not even taking the time to say a story, just pretending and using someone else's story. Yeah, everybody knows that story, but why have a conversation? You're the one bringing it up. Okay, so what's the story? They say, well, and then they just go straight in for the kill. This is narcissistic hatred. Well, this is what they said to me. Well, you know the way Johnny Appleseed planted seeds all over the place? Well, that's what you did, and now you're going to pay back. Pay back what? You didn't tell me what I did wrong. It's your responsibility as the story writer to say a story. Stories are not meant to be negative. I didn't do anything to anyone. And then, okay, so what's the story? There is no story. It's just them letting you know how much they hate you. That's all. It's just out of nowhere, out of the blue, out of this blue light right here, out of the blue, they just all of a sudden they just start ranting is what they're doing. It's just nonsense. They use the concept of the word conjunction you, do you. That's the act. It's a nonsense word. Do you to begin with. What does do you mean? If you're listening, you're not doing anything. So why are you saying do you? Because it's a very aggressive thing to say to somebody that's at the wrong time. I mean, there are times when you say do you, like do you know how to ride a bicycle? Yes, that's the act of riding a bicycle. That's the act of actually doing something. And do you know the story? No, that's not correct English. It's have you heard of the story? Narcissists always ask stupid questions. Have you heard of the story? No, I have never heard of the story about Johnny Appleseed. No, I'm not as smart as you are. You're the most intelligent person in the world. Duh. It's like if you're being spoken to by a narcissist, you know they've done something behind your back, or they're planning to. And these acts of hatreds are not in the direction of having a free mind or helping you. And that's the very strange thing about them. They have this cult following of people that are in their club, and if you're not, you're getting screwed over left and right. And that's why people need therapists, because they don't understand what hatred is. They don't understand when they're being abused. They don't understand because it's hard to understand that when you're talking to someone who you thought was somebody that you were just speaking to, that you knew, and you find out that they're against you in every single way, apparently, to gain whatever it is they're gaining, to control you and to help you not make sense out of reality, to, to make you into a crazy person, a meaningless piece of trash. This person doesn't even tell me that they're meeting me, doesn't even have the courtesy to call me. They're always on the phone with someone else. They don't make an appointment. And as they're walking up the stairs, they're hanging up on me because they're saying, I'm on the phone with somebody else. And then they're saying, as they're carrying stuff up the stairs, they're saying to me, do you want the act of the word do you? Meet me. And then they're brainwashing me all instantaneously. That's the problem with this narcissistic stuff. Everything, all the hatred spews out instantly. You don't even have a chance to defend yourself. What do you get? Do you want to meet me? And then you get like ADHD lines, and they give you like 7 different verses. And they try to control your mind and the realm in which you try to relax and be normal. Do you want to meet me now? Or do you want to meet me later? Who speaks like that? And then they give you reasons to destroy your mind function. Do you want to meet me now when it's less crowded? Or do you want to meet me later when it's more crowded? Do you want to meet me now when it's nice out? Or do you want to meet me later when it's raining out? That's brainwashing. What is the nonsense about? That's not how normal people talk. They just say, what time do you want to meet me? Brainwash you. And they make an appointment. You don't like not receive a call, and then as soon as you reach out to them, oh, I'm on the phone with somebody else, and you're already late. How am I already late? I didn't even know that you were here. As soon as the phone rings, the phone's hanging up on you because they're busy and they're blaming you for disrupting their lives. Do you want to meet me now, or do you want to meet me later? What is that? They don't even say hello. They just, I'm on the phone with somebody else. Well, why did you answer it then? I'm walking up the stairs. Whoa. And so you're walking up the stairs. All I did was make a phone call. Why am I being told that you're walking up the stairs? What am I supposed to do? It's like, feel guilty? Or why do I need to know about the narcissistic approach of what? When someone calls me on the phone, I don't say, oh, I'm driving my truck. I don't say I'm drinking a coffee. I don't talk about myself. That's why you're a narcissist when you say that. Somebody calls you, you say hello, and then you say whatever the plan is. It's like they are speaking to you like you're disrupting their lives. Like, I'm walking up the stairs. Why are you bothering me? Everybody else who has a cell phone doesn't talk like that. They don't say, "Oh, and then insert a complaint." So, what would I do if somebody called me while I was walking up the stairs? That's the key to it. Why would I? They don't know you're walking up the stairs. You're the one answering the phone. Your phone rings. You hear ring ring. You reach into your pocket, and then you want to know what they want to know. You answer the phone to see what they want. Now think about that. A narcissist doesn't do that. A narcissist hears ring ring, and they look at their caller ID, and if they see it's you, they think of an excuse to get off the phone with you. And they use anything. Oh, a normal person just answers the phone, reaches into their pocket, and says hello, and allows the other person to speak and tell them information. A narcissist doesn't do that. A narcissist is in control of you. A narcissist answers the phone and submits a complaint right away to destroy your mind. Anything negative that goes into your mind. And the story about Johnny Appleseed is not meant to be negative. It's meant to be a story for children about how to plant trees. And when you plant seeds and it grows up into apple trees, that you've reached a successful level. It's not meant to be a negative impact, negative story. It's not meant, stories are not designed to be negative. People don't write books about negative things. People who are writers do not write negativity. They write how to escape negativity, or they write positive stories. Only a narcissist would take a story of Johnny Appleseed and twist it and twist it and twist it and turn it and present it to you. That you did this and you did that and you did this, and that, and that. And then use it to accuse you like you're in a trial, a jury, and there's some kind of a judge putting you down. That's pretty sick.